This is the hardest part for some of you, I know. You're going to go in, you're going to bring up the God information screen, and you're going to read. No, reading's for the poor. That's why libraries are free. You have read before, right? Something that wasn't backwards and had pictures. First time, just skim through, figure out what the abilities do. Easy. The passive for Mulan, if you do damage with an ability, after a certain amount of damage, you start to level up the ability. It does more stuff. And then don't think about it too much. Go look at the one, press buttons. It's the timings and the sounds that you first want to get a feel for. You want to be able to hit this stuff blind practically. This doesn't help you just be good with the character, but if you're playing against it, you know exactly what you're hearing, you know exactly what's happening, even if you're not looking at it. So here, the one is 2 slashes, one on the right, the one on the left. Once you do enough damage, you get a smack in the front. I'm fanboying a little bit right here, but I love the way they designed the one. Since the one is 2 hits, later 3, you want to hit as many times as possible for the most damage, duh. And you can guarantee those hits right there in that little pizza slice, but I'm a growing boy. You want 1 slice of pizza? I want half the pie, baby. Move that targeter and give yourself more coverage. Look slightly to the left and a little to the right, you're going to get 2 half circles in front of you. Here's another fun one, but a little niche. Because the slashes start so deep behind her and they end so deep behind her, you can actually hit somebody behind you while you're running forward. You could be running away, which is very unlike you. You're most likely advancing in the opposite direction. Or getting in front of somebody else trying to run away, and you can look slightly to the right, slightly to the left, and smacking them. This is the stuff that's made me enjoy this game for so long. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. The 2 is very simple. It's just a prison shank. Once you do enough damage, you get another one slightly longer. Work on the feel, work on the timings. This one's kind of weird to hit on fast-moving targets, and you don't get to choose to hit both parts. You only get to choose the first one, and the second one goes off automatically. Frost, there's a slow, there's a heal on that ability. Why don't you talk about that? I don't care if you know it, there's a slow. I don't care if you know that there's a heal. If you can't hit it, you're not getting your slow. You're not getting your heal. You may as well not have read it. I miss guys, if I'd hit that, there would have been a slow. There would have been a heal. I think I babied you before. You want to learn karate, kid? I am Mr. Miyagi. If I tell you to paint the fence, you don't ask me, what's this got to do with karate? 3 is a grapple. You pull somebody towards you, you go towards them, you smack them at the end. Point of interest, once you level this up with damage, you can also grapple walls and pull yourself all the way. Yes, it has protections. Yes, it has movement speed. That's not for you. That's for people who can hit it. Something else to practice on top of hitting this is where you are positioning yourself. If you hook a god, you are always going to go about half of the distance to them. Same for them going towards you. If you hook a wall, you're going the full distance. So that's very important to keep in mind. This move actually has the most depth of anything in her kit, but we're not going to talk about the deep ends right now. I just want you to focus on hitting it. That's next episode, the deep bits. Now the ultimate, you slash through a massive area. If you hit a god, you go into the next phase of the ultimate, which is a knock-up, and then followed by the arrow shot. The 3 phases are linked to your 3 abilities. Any damage you do in the phases goes to the ability level ups. Work on the timing, work on the aiming, because phase 2 and phase 3 go off automatically. You don't get to click and shoot whenever you want. It goes through its own process. That's how you skim over a character. In the next episode, we talk about how to find the depth in a character. Like, for example, tell me, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, does it go through walls? Nah, they don't go through walls. Are you sure? Did you actually test it out? Now get out there and become the god you were meant to be.